So now I'm going to be upholstering the top of this, carpeting it. Had to remove the light. The door latch had to come out, so I took that out. So I have a clean area to go ahead and spray. This is quite scratched up here. You can't see it, but it is quite scratched up here. So just spraying this carpet real good. All right, so I have a little center V right there, and I'm going with the center of the light. Figure that's probably pretty centered. The trick is to have this finish underneath the rubber seal that's going on here, which is something else I removed, of course. All right. But I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Then when I do my pillars, we're going to cover all that. When I do my pillars coming up here, I'm going to overlap them and then cut them flush. At least that's what I think the plan's going to be. All right, we got to get this side off. We'll come in and we'll take a look to see what it looks like inside too. Woo! My guide to cutting off. You could use your razor too. This stuff's a little thick, so it seems to work better this way. So that's what the inside of this looks like. Kind of looks just like that. Not too bad. All right. Figure if I can keep this edge straight, it might help me a little bit. Do is start taking some of this off. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to razor this off, and that is where my seam is going to be, right there. And I think that's going to be fine once I put the board up here. And you still have to cut all the rest off down here. So let's see if we can make that cut. Not too bad. Still have to fix this a little bit, trim off the rest, but it's not looking too bad. And the last two pieces I'm working on are these right here. The ceiling goes around these, so I want to make sure this is covered. There's one on this side and there's one on the other side. That's all I need. Don't have to trim all the way around it. It'll stick right to the padding right here. And when that goes up, we should be good to go. With the back pillars all done, now I am going to be covering up some of the white here. To begin with, we're going to have to remove some of this out of the way. And that should do it right there. I want this piece to just come like that up here. Now I'll use that brake cleaner to clean any metal to get the glue off. That will work pretty good. All right, I'm gonna trim off the excess around the door. Gun. These are the last two pieces that I have to put in. Then all the white is going to be covered. When I say two pieces, there's the door on this side and the door on the opposite side. I want to cover all these white holes. The good thing about this material that I'm using, it's fairly thick but very pliable. So after it's on there, you really don't even see those holes. So the first thing I have to do, just like I did on the big door, is you have to pull this off. And that's not very difficult. I already had the other half off when I did this side of it, and you can see how nice that looks there. So we're going to pull that off because I want to stick it in here the best I can. Now, what you can't see here is there are little screws in here, so this can prevent me to go back very far. I can only go back just a little bit, and that's fine. That's all I need. There's no sense for me taking off the whole plastic here to get to it. So we're just going to plaster this like I have a lot of times. Just going to give this a good soaking. All right, and then we're going to hit the door. I have a little piece of cardboard here that I cut. Let's see if I can get it in here. And we need to crease it. One of these guys right here to kind of push it into the corner. And now I just got to trim off the rest of it. Just like that. So let me show you guys what we have inside. It is a little cut up with pieces, but that's what we needed to do. And some people might argue, why didn't you just upholster the whole thing and then add your panels? That's a good argument. I know, I think for success rate for myself, smaller pieces that are much more manageable work better for me. But let's turn this camera around. We'll show you what it looks like. So here is the one piece right there. That's the second column. This is the third column here, going around. And you're going to see a couple little extras, and that is because of how the roundness of the those panels go in. You can see I've got extra that's just hanging here. Well, it's attached actually, but it is attached, securely attached up here, so it's not going to securely attach here. So this is how that came out. It's pretty good. Coming around here, it's not bad. There's a little glue in that corner I got to get rid of. But other than that, I think it all looks good. You can see that little patch job right here. And this is firmly attached. Down here it doesn't matter. Same way with here. This doesn't matter that it's attached, as long as everything else is firm. So those are really the only pieces I had. Now with that all covered the way it is, we're going to put the ceiling on, I'm hoping tomorrow, and then the side walls, and this will be done. And it really didn't take that long. I'm not putting shelves and all that stuff in because we don't need it, just for this work van. Basically, my wife's going to use this for fabric books, putting books in here and samples. She has, well, we have a business called Factory Direct Window Treatments and Designer's Workroom, and that's where we, as many of you know, we make window treatments and etc. And she goes out and sells the job. So anyhow, that is our plan. Is no shelves, just throw stuff in it and go. Anyway, next up is going to be the ceilings and the walls, and I will catch you on the next episode.